Hello everybody, Patrick here, and today we are finishing off the first wave of Age of the Primes, at least with the figures that I wanted. I'm not going to pick up the aerial bots, because I don't want the aerial bots. Not going to pick up a figure I don't want. Same reason I'm not picking up 86 Devastator. I'm not buying figures I don't want. But, this figure I did want. We have been waiting since, 2009 for this figure. Please behold, for the first official time in action figure form, Transformers Animated WASP. Yes, for the first time officially we have WASP from Transformers Animated. If you guys don't know, back in 2008 or 2009, I don't remember, Hasbro, the show at the time was Transformers Animated. And the show got canceled, including the toy line, leaving a lot of figures unmade, such as Thundercracker, Thundercracker. I think there were other repaints planned, but one of the most hyped up ones that was advertised before the line got canceled was Fugitive Wasp. Now the box actually says Waspinator, and give me just 1 second to actually grab the box. Oh, sorry, I went to grab the box and my backdrop fell and slid Wasp towards the camera. Anyway, box. Sorry it is a bit dusty. I got this guy like a month ago and I kept the box to show it off. Stand my camera up. Yeah, so here is the box. So you can see he is Fugitive Waspinator, even though in the show this version of him was called Wasp. Whatever. You have some nice artwork there of Wasp in, robot and vehicle modes. This side you have that Age of the Primes portrait. On the back, obligatory product shots. More than meets the eye. Authentic. Words, things. Bottom. Words. This side, you get that nice same piece of artwork there of Wasp. On the top, Takara, Fugitive Waspinator. Wasp, whatever. And yeah. So, yeah. Like I said, this guy, his original figure never came out. Which is why it's so awesome to actually have an official figure of him. He is just a straight repaint of Bumblebee with a new head, but that's more than what his original figure would have been. And to be fair, in the show, he was a straight repaint of Bumblebee with a new head. So, it's accurate. Yeah, he's got some nice deep purple there for the windshields. A nice green that almost reminds me more of his, pre-Waspinator, pre-fugitive status. Because if you guys don't remember Wasp, he was an Autobot cadet that Bumblebee accidentally accused of being a traitor when it was actually Longarm who was the traitor. Spoilers. And the time in the stockades kinda made Wasp go a little crazy. Like, before the stockades, Wasp was speaking like this, Haha, but you really are a bumbler. He was a jerk. But he was speaking normally. Then after he escaped from the stockade prison, he started talking more like the Waspinator we know. Phrases like, and he would always call Bumblebee Bumblebot. called Sentinel Sargebot. You know, it fried his brain. You know. Okay, you got WASP. But WASP was good bot before. You know, it's like that. You know, speaking a little bit more in third person and stuff. But yeah, he has the stingers, which are the exact same as Bumblebee's in that deep purple. Except the actual, you know, stinger is painted, the purple is painted, even though it's cast in the same purple plastic as this. I don't mind, it looks decent. But yeah, he has nice pinned-on wheels, so we can roll. Sorry, Sargebot. WASP no park. How about reverse? Sorry, talking in that voice is just too much fun. Anyway, for comparison, here he is with Bumblebot. As you can see, yeah, they're just straight up WASP is a straight up recolor. However, I think I like WASP more in this mode, at least in this mode, than Bumblebee. I don't know, just the green just kind of works for me more than the yellow. Yeah. And here he is with Optimus, which, by the way, today we got the leak. This is gonna date when I'm recording, but today we got the, sorry, barking, my dogs were barking. You know, we got the reveal, or not necessarily reveal, I believe, tease of the, Age of the Primes 4-pack that has, G1 Universe Ultra Magnus, which is just a, recolor of the G1 Universe toy Optimus. Bumper, which is just a new head on 86B. We got, Horrible, who, I don't know anything about him, he looks decent though. And we got the reveal of animated Nemesis Prime. And goddamn, I think that would look really cool with WASP. But there we go. But yeah, so on to transformation, shall we? We're gonna take the stingers off. Sorry, the camera's in the opposite position as to how I usually record. The camera's on this side rather than this side, because my phone is plugged in so it doesn't die. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna come back here. We're going to split the arms from here, bring this section up, and fold it back like this. You know, obviously transforms the exact same as Bumblebee, so, you know, pull the rear wheels and door out. Bring this section down. We are going to raise my camera. You're going to rotate his waist like this. Hair in my mouth. Fuck. I'm going to split his legs. Come here and undo these, which are a lot harder to do on WASP than on Bumblebee. Yeah. So, open these compartments, fold out his knees, come under here, flip out his heels. Flip out the heels, bring the feet down, rotate these sections, and then close them up. Rotate, close it up. You're going to want to kind of get the arms in place like this. Flip out the fist, close up that panel. Do the same thing on this side. Then you're going to want to take the windshield, bring it down. That'll also bring up the head. There's a tab right there. You can kind of see it. Or there's a slot, and there's a tab. You want to tab that in. Make sure everything is all lined up. And there we have WASP, or Fugitive Waspinator, in robot mode. But yeah, he looks good in my opinion. So, head sculpt. I feel like, I don't know, his head need to be slightly wider, but the back of his head, you can tell, is just Bumblebee's head, so really they only remolded the face, but again, that's more than his original figure would have been. Yeah. He looks good. Articulation, head is on a ball joint. He can look all the way up, which was a nice thing on the original. He can do a full 360. His head's a little stiff, though. If you want, you can use the panel's head swing on to do that. Shoulders can't do a 360 because of how they're built, but, you know. They can go up about that far. You do have a little bit of bicep movement, so that can kind of cheat, the arm moving back. You do have bicep rotation. The fists can rotate. If you want to do the door, you can get it to do that if you want. He does have waist rotation. Legs can kick forward about that far, but you have a little bit extra movement at the knee, so you can cheat it, making it look like that. Can kick back that far. Outward, full splits, bicep or thigh rotation. Over 90 degrees of bend at the knee. The ankles can move forward. They can't quite move that much back. And if you, move it past this section, you do have a great range of ankle tilt. However, that's a little... But, yeah. And, of course, he can hold his stinger weapons. Like that. Of course, dual wield. Bazam, bazam, bazam! You can plug them onto his back, like so. You can plug them on to right there if you want, or if you want to recreate the firing pose from the show, you can bring the arms forward and kind of... You're going to want to open the doors and flip the hands into their vehicle mode configuration, and bring them in like that. Open this, flip the hand in, bring it in like this. Bring it in kind of like this. Then you're going to want to take these little stinger parts, and you can peg them together. And then pegs, holes, peg and hole. Bazam. Bazam. And you can do the combined stinger shooting, which Bumblebee did in the show. Wasp didn't exactly get, an opportunity to. Yeah, so that's really cool. I usually just, leave these attached to the jet boosters, though. Because them attached to the jet boosters makes it look like they are blast effects. Yeah. Flipping his hands back out. And back out. Yeah. So I quite like this little figure. For comparison, here he is with his rival, Bumblebee. Again, as you can see, they are the same figure with a new head and new color scheme. Personally, I like Wasp's color scheme a little bit more, but you know. And here he is with Optimus, who does not want to stand. So yeah, a Nemesis and Wasp would look really good together. But there we go. So there we have Age of the Primes Fugitive Wasp, aka Animated Wasp. I really like this figure. This is... Bumblebee's gonna fall. This is what I would have wanted back in 2008. Obviously I was 3, so I didn't get many of the figures then. But that's, you know, this is what I would have wanted from Wasp. He is a repaint of a great mold into a figure we never got originally. We were supposed to, but we never did. So I am more than happy with this figure. If you want to pick yours up, Amazon, Walmart, I don't know if he's gonna still be on shelves when this video comes out. Should, because it's only like a month. But, you know, I highly recommend it. This figure is really, really cool. So guys, that has been it. Or that's it. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!